During the Vietnam War, a group of USMC recruits arrive for basic training at Parris Island. Drill instructor Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, played by R. Lee Ermey, uses harsh methods to train them for combat. Among the recruits are the wisecracking J.T. Davis, played by Matthew Modine, who receives the name Joker after interrupting Hartman's introductory speech with an impression of John Wayne, and the overweight and dim-witted Leonard Lawrence, played by Vincent D'Onofrio, whom Hartman nicknames Gomer Pyle. During boot camp, Hartman names Joker as squad leader and puts him in charge of helping Pyle improve.
The bolt. The bolt goes in the receiver. And over the left. Ready? Fold the blanket and the sheet back together.
One evening, while doing a hygiene inspection, Hartman notices that Pyle's footlocker is unlocked. As he inspects it for signs of theft, he notices a jelly donut inside, blames the platoon for Pyle's infractions, and adopts a collective punishment policy by which any infraction committed by Pyle will earn a punishment for everyone else in the platoon. The next night, the recruits haze Pyle with a blanket party in which Joker reluctantly participates. Following this, Pyle appears to reinvent himself as a model recruit, showing particular expertise in marksmanship. This pleases Hartman but worries Joker, who believes Pyle may be suffering a mental breakdown after seeing Pyle talking to his rifle. The recruits graduate, but the night before they leave Parris Island, Joker, who is on fire watch duty, discovers Pyle in the barracks latrine loading his service rifle with live ammunition, executing drill commands, and loudly reciting the rifleman's creed. Hartman is awakened by the commotion and attempts to intervene by ordering Pyle to give the rifle to him, but Pyle fatally shoots Hartman and then commits suicide in front of Joker. Following Hartman's death, Joker becomes a sergeant in January 1968 and is based in Da Nang for the newspaper Stars and Stripes, alongside his colleague Private First Class Rafterman, played by Kevin Major Howard, a combat photographer.
Me love you long time. Me so horny.
$15 two buku. $5 each.
Me sucky. Me love you too much.
$5 is all my mom allows me to spend.
Okay, $10 each.
The Tet offensive begins and the base is attacked, but holds. The following morning, Joker and Rafterman are sent to Phu Bai.
How can you shoot women and children?
Easy. You just don't lead them so much.
Joker searches for and reunites with Sergeant Cowboy, played by Arliss Howard, a friend he met at Parris Island. While reporting at a site where civilians were massacred, Joker is shouted to attention by a Marine Corps colonel who challenges Joker on the inconsistency of the peace symbol on his body armor and the words "Born to Kill" on his helmet. Joker says he was trying to say something about the duality of man. During the Battle of Hue, platoon leader Lieutenant Walter J. Touchdown Shinosky, played by Edo Ross, and a fellow Marine are killed by the NVA, who are eliminated soon after. Later, a booby trap kills the squad leader, Sergeant Crazy Earl, played by Kieran Jakinis, leaving Cowboy in command. Becoming lost in the city, the squad is ambushed by a Viet Cong sniper who kills two members, 8-Ball and Doc J. As the squad approaches the sniper's location, Cowboy is killed. Assuming command, squad machine gunner Animal Mother, played by Adam Baldwin, leads an attack on the sniper. Joker locates her first, but his M16 rifle jams, alerting the sniper to his presence. As the sniper opens fire, she is revealed to be a teenage girl. Rafterman shoots and mortally wounds her. As the squad converges on the sniper, she begs for death, leading to an argument over whether to kill her or leave her to die in pain. Animal Mother agrees to a mercy killing, but only if Joker will handle it, and after some hesitation, Joker shoots her. Later, as night falls, the Marines march to the Perfume River singing the Mickey Mouse March. A narration of Joker's thoughts conveys that, despite being in a world of shit, he is glad to be alive and no longer afraid. About the film, Full Metal Jacket was directed by Stanley Kubrick and produced by Kubrick, Philip Hobbs, and Jan Harlan, the film based on Gustav Hasford's novel The Short Timers. The screenplay was written by Kubrick, Hasford, and Michael Herr. The casting of the film includes Matthew Modine, Vincent D'Onofrio, R. Lee Ermey, Adam Baldwin, Arliss Howard, Dorian Harewood, and Kevin Major Howard. Filming for Full Metal Jacket took place primarily in England, with locations such as Beckton Gas Works in East London standing in for war-torn Vietnam. Stanley Kubrick, known for his meticulous directing style, controlled every aspect of the production, using the abandoned gasworks to recreate the devastated city of Hue. The Paris Island boot camp scenes were filmed at Bassingbourn Barracks in Cambridgeshire, giving the training sequences a realistic military setting. Kubrick's preference for extensive takes and perfectionism led to a demanding and lengthy filming process, stretching over a year from August 1985 to September 1986. The film's soundtrack is a blend of wartime-era rock and roll and a chilling minimalist score composed by Vivian Kubrick under the pseudonym Abigail Mead. Notable tracks include Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones, These Boots Are Made for Walkin' by Nancy Sinatra, and Surfin' Bird by the Trashmen, which complement the film's dark satire and psychological tension. The score enhances the film's unsettling atmosphere, particularly during the Vietnam sequences. Full Metal Jacket premiered in the United States on June 26, 1987, and later reached international audiences. With an estimated production budget of around $30 million, the film earned approximately $120 million at the global box office, making it a commercial success despite its challenging themes and intense narrative. Critically, Full Metal Jacket received widespread acclaim, particularly for its raw portrayal of war, R. Lee Ermey's unforgettable performance as the drill instructor, and Kubrick's masterful direction. While some critics noted the stark contrast between the boot camp and Vietnam War segments, the film remains one of the most highly regarded war movies of all time. It was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay and has continued to be a subject of analysis and discussion in film studies. The legacy of Full Metal Jacket is profound, influencing war films and military portrayals in cinema for decades. The film's unflinching depiction of dehumanization in the military and the psychological toll of combat has made it a staple in discussions about the Vietnam War and its impact on soldiers. The character of Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, portrayed by R. Lee Ermey, became an enduring pop culture icon, with his lines frequently quoted and referenced in military training, parodies, and other media. Interesting facts about Full Metal Jacket movie. 1. R. Lee Ermey, who played Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, was an actual U.S. Marine drill instructor. He initially worked as a technical advisor but impressed Kubrick so much that he was cast in the role. 2. Many of Ermey's brutal insults were improvised. Kubrick let him ad-lib because of his natural ability to deliver authentic military-style discipline. 3. Despite being set in Vietnam and the U.S., the film was shot entirely in England, with Beckton Gas Works in London doubling as war-torn Hue. 4. The actors portraying Marines had to undergo a real military boot camp before filming to prepare for their roles. 5. Kubrick's perfectionism extended filming to over a year, with some scenes requiring dozens of takes. 6. Lead actor Matthew Modine kept a diary during filming, later published as Full Metal Jacket Diary, giving fans a behind-the-scenes look at the production. 7. Vincent D'Onofrio, who played Private Pyle, gained 70 pounds for the role, setting a record for the most weight gained for a movie role at the time. 8. Unlike other Vietnam War films, Kubrick never traveled to Southeast Asia and relied on research and detailed set designs to recreate the war's atmosphere. 9. All of the Vietnam sequences of the film were shot first, and the Paris Island basic training scenes were filmed second. 10. Denzel Washington was considered for the role of 8-Ball, but he declined because he couldn't read the script before auditioning. He has since said that it is a role that he regrets missing out on.